I would go back to the change from days at sea to sectors. Originally, I had 2 days at sea permits, which allowed me to catch 112,000 pounds of cod if I utilized every day, and over 1 million pounds of haddock. That's how National Marine Fisheries had it set up. 5 years later, I can catch 2,000 pounds of haddock and 2,000 pounds of cod for the year. This was after spending 12 years having them tell me that we had the last spawning biomass, and that as a longliner I shouldn't target codfish, and to find, other species to work on. As we did that and we started to reap the benefits of that, I was getting pretty excited. Used to say, the joke with my friend was, a couple more years and we're going to be able to go out and make a real living here. Maybe even have enough money to retire. We worked on numbers of 400 pounds, 800 pounds. Now I'd go out and jig up that 800 pounds with fishing reels and still get home by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This was 4 or 5 years ago. Had no problem catching fish. Then they started talking about the sectors. I saw the writing on the wall that there was going to be a problem with it, because with the sectors, the hard tack. And with a hard tack, there's no weight limits. So, went to the council, they shut the mic off on me, wouldn't let me finish. Because they didn't want to hear it, that you can't, I said, you can't do that out front here. Because we just spent 12 years saving the last spawning biomass of cod. Now you're going to let every boat in the whole ocean come here to go fishing. Well, guess what? If I had a 100-foot boat, that's where I'm going to go fishing, right? Because it's 5 miles off the beach, and there's 12 years worth of conservation sitting out there. They let them do it, and we're starting to feel the sting from that. They have a problem managing. They really do. They're inept. They can't manage anything, really. I think that the council should be visited, and that we should get some representation at the council, because we have, the small boat community really has not, or very little representation on that council, and members of our community tried to get on the council and got stonewalled, because it's my personal belief that National Marine Fisheries years ago decided that they were going to eliminate the number of groundfish permits in New England. We had way too many of them, and they said, how can we do this without buying those permits back? Because every lobsterman had a permit. They just gave them out and anyone could have them. So rather than manage the fishery, they wanted to manage the fishermen. So in order to do that, they said, let's eliminate the fishermen. How can we do this? So they systematically set forth, coming up with different sets of rules that would limit us so we couldn't go fishing. In essence, squeeze us out of the business. All of a sudden, dogfish became endangered. When I was catching my 7,000 pounds every single day when I went, of course, at that time I could have caught 10,000 pounds of haddock, because that's what they said by law I could catch. Don't you think I would have went haddock fishing and caught $2 a pound haddock, 10,000 pounds a day? No, I went dog fishing. They have been attacking our area continually because they want to do away with the total number of groundfish permits. And I believe that the last maneuver that they came up with was letting those boats go in there to end the argument. Our last standing grace was, we saved those fish, you have to let us go fishing. Well, then they said, well, we'll just let those fish go away. And they let every boat in the world go fishing out here. Now our argument is next to nothing, because we don't have those. Well, I think there's still some of the fish out there, but it certainly has been attacked, and that needs to be stopped. They need to go back to some type of management plan that doesn't allow the whole world to show up out front and fish on what was, in their own words, the last spawning biomass of cod in the ocean.
Steve?